Spore is a game. Spore is a simulation. Spore is life. Spore is love. Spore is a perfectly balanced game with no exploits. There we go, we can wrap up the video, guys. We answered the question. This perfect simulation of the natural world can't possibly have any issues. But hang on a second. If Spore simulates the world, then surely exploits that work in the real world will also work here in Spore. Oh, well, if that's the case, then today, ladies and gents, it's time to talk about religion! Welcome back all. It's been ages since we played Spore, and I realize I haven't actually showed off my favorite, most overpowered exploit yet. So grab yourself a nice warm cup of Yorkshire tea and get comfy as we commence the most absurdly evil game of Spore the world has ever seen. So let's begin a brand new game of Spore, where of course upon fresh installing the game, we have to start out at everyone's favorite cell stage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, we need to actually name our planet, which is going to house our wonderful species. Now remember, you want to name it after something that encourages evolution, not say a biological dead end like Skegness or Grimsby. Instead, we want to name it after something that truly encourages that random mutation. Consequently, we're going to be naming our planet Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant, everyone's favorite source of encouraged evolution. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, life begins in the glorious world of Spore. Oh, it's wonderful. As our icy comet of life flies past the sun and gets ready to kickstart the cosmic soup of life. Oh, it's truly wonderful. Let it begin. And thus begins the glorious cell stage, ladies and gentlemen, where we need to create the most optimal form of life in the universe. We start off as a little bit of a tadpole, which, isn't exactly too powerful. Our only desire is to eat food and grow. We're somewhat of a gym lad. Now, as a carnivore, of course, we can eat the other life forms around us. However, that really isn't too much of a benefit for it. Ah, fantastic. And we've discovered our first evolutionary item that we can take, the spike. Anyway, perfect. We've leveled up a bunch, so it's time for us to try and actually, kickstart a new generation of evolution. Our first evolution is to add on these lovely jabby bits as we create our first being, the wonderful Stabby Boi 5000. He's got big old stabby bits on him, and he's going to be perfect for murdering the local wildlife. After all, we need to be as carnivorous as possible. Oh look, there's a boy for us to murder. There we go, we can stab him. Oh no, you're not getting away from me. Come on back here, let me stab you. There we go. Ah, release your goodies of infinite food, you tasty boy. Oh my goodness, this boy wants to murder me. Luckily, I can murder him first. Yes, fantastic, and I've stolen his power. Now, we have unlocked the ability to jet and just move around a whole lot faster. However, instead, I'm much more interested in the ability to turn ourselves into just a giant knife, and so we're adding even more stabbies to the Stabby Boi 5000. This is the true optimal evolutionary path. Just make yourself completely and utterly inedible.
2 hours later.
Right, the Stabby Boi 5000 has now reached his final form. He is looking wonderful. We've added more spikes to him than ever before, and he is pretty much, safe to whatever will attack him because he's just a giant Stabby Boy. For that exact reason, we're kind of a little bit unstoppable. Like, we can just shiv whatever enemy we see, and they can't exactly do anything to stop us. Oh, look, here's a big boy. Oh, he looks angry. Unfortunately, he can't kill me. Oh, you can't kill me. Yes, that's right. I'm too stabby for you. Oh, yes, I have become a god. Give me your body food. What do you mean I can't even eat your body? It's too big. Well, I mean, I've become unstoppable, so that is at least something. Oh my goodness, I'm getting attacked on all sides now. Luckily, I am a unstoppable Stabby Boy, so it does not particularly matter. Yes, I've grown. I've grown in size. Oh, you tiny little pufferfish, you are no match to me now that I've grown. Oh, I am unstoppable. Now, of course, our goal in Spore is to reach the center of the galaxy, which will require us to travel around a lot, and due to the methods that we're going to be using, ever so slightly breaking intergalactic law. So speaking about all of those wonderful things, it's time for our sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Oh yes, my friends, this is a lovely virtual private network doodah that allows you to encrypt all of your lovely data so that no one has any idea where you are or what you're doing. Are you tired of having Google know just how many bags of Yorkshire tea you're purchasing? Because I know I am. If they become aware of just how much I'm purchasing, they're going to deliberately start raising the prices of it. Consequently, Surfshark VPN hides my wonderful addiction from the Giga corporations. But it's not just useful for that. You can also use a VPN to position yourself in a different country, which allows you to bypass geo restrictions, which of course most people will tell you is a great way of accessing a new Netflix library, because of course there are different shows available in different countries. However, you can also use it to position yourself in one of these 7 or so nations that doesn't agree with international copyright law, meaning you can watch whatever copyright deleted content on YouTube you like. Thanks, Surfshark. Very cool. So if you want to give it a try yourself, you're more than welcome to. My lovely code of spiffing will get you 85% off, plus 3 months extra for free. However, if it's not your cup of tea, that's perfectly fine. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk at all to dabble it and see how useful it is for you and your existence. So hop on down into the description or the comments and follow the link if you want to support my lovely channel as well as these majestic buggers. Anyway, back to Spore. Right, fantastic. We've completed the C stage of a game with the most optimal form of the Stabby Boi 5000. However, it is time for us to say goodbye to the Stabby Boi, for his time with us is now over. Instead, we must create a strong and new creature, one with immense power and natural advantages. The creature would need to be tall so as to reach the highest of trees, wide so that it is sturdy for combat, and most importantly, intimidating. It is for that exact reason that I have created the most optimal creature of all time, the Phalicus. The Phalicus is tall, intimidating, can use spit attacks, can use bite attacks, and most importantly has the power of sight and speed. This is the optimal predator. This is what peak performance looks like. You might not like it, but it is just simply the truth. And so begins the legendary journey, ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the creature stage, where we're almost ready to destroy the game via the medium of religion. First, we must grow ourselves a brain. For in order to understand the power of religion, one must have a base level of intelligence, which is exactly what the Phalicus is out to gain today. As you can see, we have our intimidation stick poking out of the water, which I think biologically we breathe from because the rest of the creature is under the sea. But hey, away we go. The Phalicus is marched to war, ladies and gentlemen. Ah yes, we're ready to conquer land itself. We are looking wonderful. It's the beginning of a new day, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, the Phalicus is ready. We are not a social species. We are not a species designed to work together. No, we are a species that is designed to murder anything that is not our own. Like this weird floor creature. Yes, we will eat it. Right now, we must meet with a new other creature that has evolved out of the Chernobyl nuclear reactor. And consequently, we have found the Crocus, ladies and gentlemen. Not very strong creatures. Our mission is either to impress them or to eat them. We are, of course, going to go with the latter because, we are evil. So, let me go for my signature move of Phalicus Spit Attack. Go! Yes, it's the least they'll expect. Alright, so we're going to bite. Come on, DPS, come on. Yes, we've got a minor advantage. Oh, we've done it. Goodbye, Alpha Crocus. You're nothing in comparison to the Phalicus. We've done it. We've killed them and we've stolen their ability of sight. And now I will eat their corpses in front of their loved ones. Time to slaughter the remaining crocuses. Oh, these poor pacifist crocuses. Oh, you are weak little noodle boys. You have no mighty powers to stand up against the Phalicus. You are consequently evolutionary going to die. And there we go. That is our first rival tribe murdered. We have evaporated their little camp. Right, so the Phalicus is going to emit its mating call as we head back to camp, as we prepare to create the next evolution of the Phalicus, an even more powerful alternative. Let the mating commence. Ah, lovely. Natural, beautiful love. Truly is a sight to behold, the glorious majesty of nature itself. Ah, wonderful. So we've gained a few advantages. Number one, we're going to switch over to the wonderful Handibles. Handibles are superior to our previous attempts at biting because they do a lot more damage. So bam, Handibles have been added. They also improve our health. At the same time, we've got improved feet that would allow us to have increased charge and speed. And most importantly, very high levels of spit and health attack up here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much the final evolution of the legendary Phalicus. We are mighty and powerful and full of balls. We have shafted many an enemy with our throbbing desire to conquer the entire world. Now, the mighty Phalicus is a honestly, absolutely powerful being that should be feared on the battlefields. I mean, just look at that, wabam, species murdered. There we go, fantastic. We've feasted on the corpses of our enemies. Now we must head off to our new home. Hopefully our new home is by the coastline because famously, coastal tribal stage is horrifically overpowered. Oh my, I found some weak other boys that we can mass murder. Yes, lovely. Oh, these tiny little creatures will have no idea what's hit them. You might be an alpha of your species, but I am the mighty Phalicus. I am tall, strong, and prideful, and you are now dead. Thank you for your tasty corpse. Oh my goodness, the sheer DPS of the phallus is amazing. We have absolutely massacred our opponents. Oh, wonderful. And every time we eat them, our brain power improves. Goodbye, tiny squins. You are now extinct. Right, now I'm getting very close to actually leveling up entirely, which is something I do not want to do. Consequently, we are going to head as fast as possible over towards a new camp where hopefully we will be closer to the coastline. Oh, I found another set of Phalicuses. Lovely. Right, yes, this will be my new home base because this is close to the coastline, which is going to make the next stage of the game a lot easier. So this is going to be our base point for leveling up into the final era. And oh look, these social creatures have come over to say hello and they've even brought their child. Right, murder them. Kill them all. Yes, glorious murder. Oh, and there we go. We've actually done it. We've evolved right in our home base. Yes, our brain has expanded to the point where we are now knowledgeable. And consequently, we must start a religion, a truly powerful religion, which means we must cast behind our premium and optimal ways of fighting and choose the path of pacifism. Now, this is when we're going to cast off all of our wonderful combat benefits and move into becoming a being of total peace and tranquility. The Phalicus is no more. We are going to create a reverently peaceful religious tribe of relaxing tea drinkers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the optimal and glorious creature known as the tea drinker. He is mighty, he is powerful, and he is glorious. And today, ladies and gentlemen, surrounded by his leafy goodness, we are going to conquer the entire world and become religious. Now, the best way to become religious is to spend the early days of your life being incredibly violent and eating everything. But as soon as you reach the tribal and civilization stage, we're going to go for basically pure pacifism. Hence why we have cast off all of our violent ways and instead become a wonderfully charming, dancing individual. Just so that we, you know, can fool the locals into loving us. Right, and we are finally ready. It is time for us to advance to the tribal stage, where we must now transform into the most social being imaginable after mass murdering our way through an entire civilization. I mean, just look at this absolute trail of destruction, mass murder. It's, wow, we really went to the path of total darkness. But now we must raise ourselves into the light. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The time tea drinkers first discover the mighty power of the stick. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the wonderful tribal stage of Spore, a stage which I'm 90% certain most of you absolutely hate and think is completely useless, and I'm about to show you a feature that I would genuinely put money most of you have never used, and that is the fact that you can actually dress your characters in the tribal era. I know, and in doing so, you get a whole bunch of stat boosts and modifications, and I'm gonna hazard a guess that none of you have been doing this. So naturally, I've equipped my wonderful tea drinker with a glorious fez to increase their social abilities, this lovely shield to increase their health, and this cute little backpack to increase their gathering skills. In doing so, I have created a more powerful being. Now, of course, now that we're in the tribal stage, we need to actually go on the path of religion, and the path of religion is one of peace, which also just so happens to be the easiest way to speedrun your way through this actual era. So what we're doing, ladies and gents, is escaping from the path of aggression and heading up as fast as possible to the friendly direction. And that means we need to gather most of our food via fish, or via glorious friendly domestication. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to friendly our way into a new tribe. And there we go, we've domesticated a lovely creature. This creature is going to generate eggs for us, and these eggs are going to be very, very useful indeed. Meanwhile, our tribe is going to all equip themselves with didgeridoos, and then we're going to head on over to the neighboring tribe and teach them the glorious ways of the didgeridoo. We especially want to be the friend of this tribe because they not only also have didgeridoos, but they have fishing rods, and those fishing rods are going to revolutionize how we generate our food. There we go, we're doing our didgeridooing. Oh yes, the great didgeridooing is winning over these lovely fishermen. Oh, the didgeridooing has been done. And there we go, bam, we have a new ally. And with this ally, we now have the ability to get fishermen. There we go, the pacifist way has worked. And look at how happy our men are. Sure, I'm not gonna have nightmares. I can sleep at night. Oh god. Anyway, that's technically a tribe we have now permanently worked with, and they will now support us, which means we can now have new members to our tribe, we can grow ourselves out a little bit, and most importantly, build more glorious buildings. Fantastic. Right, tribe, away we go home. Now, by allying with a tribe, we've actually moved our way more to the path of the friendliness and the glorious happiness of religion, but our lovely glorious tribe has grown a bit in size, and consequently, we can build a fishing hut. The fantastic fishing hut is now going to massively revolutionize our food generation. Now, of course, the tribal stage is going so well for us because we have a nigh infinite supply of food. The advantage of deliberately moving into the next stage when you're near the sea is you have an endless supply of fish to eat, and fish is wonderful. Oh, and guess what? It's time for our first music performance, where we're all just gonna blow a horn, and it's going to impress the pink tribe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is true gameplay. Oh, look at that groovy dance now. That is, honestly, quite the jive indeed. Oh yes, literally the average British person in a nightclub. So fantastic, we're doing great. We've added another tribe onto our lovely totem. We can now head back and try and impress the next tribe. So bam, here we go. It's time for a peaceful offering of friendship. Hi guys, we just want to give you some food. Please be our friends, and then let me indoctrinate you. Well bam, there we go. Friendship, they're ambivalent towards us, and now we hit them with the tunes. Alright, here we go. It's time for the great tooting. Didgeridoo. Flute. A little bit more doodly-doo. There we go. We've done it. Fantastic. Green Village now our friends. Lovely. We can immediately pursue this even more and make even more friendship. And there we go. The Green Village is now our allies. We've got the Blue and Purple Village to deal with, but they shouldn't be too difficult at all. We just have to pacify them with gifts of food and then get our little bit of a boogie on. Ah, yes. Truly glorious gameplay from Spore. And there we go. We are now getting incredibly close to moving into the friendly section of the game. We're just missing potentially a little bit more happiness, which we're going to get by, gifting the Lavender tribe a gift. So we're just going to send the entire tribe over. And yes, this should be enough to send us into the friendly world. Just look at these pacifist tea drinkers go and deliver the tasty basket of leaves. Let us do it, an ally with the lovely green tribe. This should be enough to make total friendship, but it's going to take the best performance of my entire life. Didgeridoo. A little bit of the maraca. More didgeridooing. Friendship gained. But here we go. This should be it. This will be the end of the tribal stage, and enough to take us into the next era as a green and happy friendship creature. And there we go. We've done it. A new ally is made. Fantastic. We've managed it. The final totem is added on, and we're technically now ready to advance our civilization to the next era. As you can see, we went from a path of total aggression to absolute perfect greenery and happiness, and consequently we've unlocked the friendly. Now all we have to do is continue this pacifism into the next civilization era, and we've got the most overpowered exploit in the game in the bag. Welcome to the civilization, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, why have I made such an ugly being? Well, it's fine. This is our glorious lovely empire, and we have our wonderful little trucks here, and their job is to convert the entire world. The entire world is now filled with tea drinkers. Some are militaristic, some are economic, and some, like us, are totally and utterly religious. Our job is to make all of them religious. Anyway, I'm gonna just buy some land vehicles and get converting all of the nearby lovely spice deposits, because we need as many as possible. More spice equals more cash, and more cash equals more good. This is the wonderful tea drinker nation, though, ladies and gentlemen. A mighty and powerful empire which only has one simple goal: conquer the entire known world's tea supply. Oh, and our first rival city is opened up. This is the Red City, and what we can do is we can head on over to them and just simply convert them to become ours. Anyway, we are starting to convert this lovely city over here, although I think we're going to need more vehicles than we currently have access to. I have selected all of my road vehicles to arrive, and we are now beginning the glorious conversion process. Alright, we've lost one of our vehicles, but it's okay, because this city will be ours, with 3 glorious hypermobiles. We have converted them to become our own glorious empire. Yes, kneel before the mighty tea drinkers. This is a peaceful takeover, even if you have no say in your beliefs, and if your beliefs are different, you are going to get plunged into a pit of fire. Now I must create a lovely sea vehicle, because we now have access to the sea, and with that new sea vehicle built, we're going to be able to take control of the kind of like spice platforms that sit in the ocean. And now with our 3 religious vehicles, it's time for us to take control. Anyway, the great religious converting is upon us, and there we go. The next city is ours. It turns out all you need is a whole bunch of hype boats and you can convert anything. Right, onwards to the next city, which would be the red one. Let's just immediately get converting and spawn some new hype sea vehicles to join in. Oh mine, this next red city. Oh, you have no chance. Oh my goodness, the orange city is so hell-bent on trying to kill our capital. I mean, good luck to them. We have a lot of defenses. I don't think they're going to be able to do that much. They're just kind of marching all of their resources in to die, and that's another city converted. This is just like an absolute bloody speed run. Religion is overpowered. There we go. Now that we have so many boats, we can now also design airships. So let's take a look at those. Okay, we found our aircraft. It is very, very powerful indeed. So yeah, we're gonna make it. But just look at this city getting assaulted. Do these silly buggers not know that there is no way they can win this? Anyway, that's another coastal city conquered. So we naturally need to go and also take over another coastal city. This blue one here looks quite good. So we're just gonna send the navy over there. We're literally RPing Britain right now. We are just sending endless quantities of advanced naval ships against our enemies and watching as they can't do anything to stop us. And the Great Religious Conversion event is going fantastically. Oh, you poor Red Empire. Your turrets aren't even able to shoot back against the might that is my glorious peaceful force of friendship. I can even send in an aircraft to go and help out. Go, aircraft, go. Right, the Great Armada has worked. That is another city converted. Glorious stuff indeed. Right, the next blue city is mine, and you will bow and praise the tea overlords. This is so horrifically overpowered. Why have I not done this in other runs? And as we can see, we've maintained a complete and utter perfectly peaceful path throughout the game. Everyone loves us, everyone thinks we're great. And all we need now is 60,000, and then we can do a fanatical uprising across the world and immediately conquer the last few cities, which as you can imagine is exactly what we're going to do. And we can do it, the fanatical uprising, bam, just do it. Oh yes! Oh yes, the greatest fanatical uprising has just been triggered. And now the entire world loves me. Yes. Job done. Straight to space we go. And now it's time for the true exploit to begin. Right, and this here is going to be our glorious flagship, the Consumer of Tea, one of the most mighty and terrifying monstrosities the universe is ever going to see. This bad boy is going to ever so slightly destroy the balance of the game. You see, the boffins over at Spiffco have made a spaceship, and we're going to use it to make the entire known universe want to drink tea. And in doing so, also become the most evil empire the world has ever seen. But hey, the lovely Consumer of Tea is here, and it's ready to conquer the known universe. Oh, name my captain. There's got to be none other than the most evil being I know. And that's of course myself. I'm dastardly lovely. Now the reason today, ladies and gentlemen, we went from carnivore to then pacifist and pacifist is because when we get to the space age, we unlock the zealotry perk. If you don't go this path, you can still unlock the zealotry perk. It just takes a whole bunch of effort, and come on, I'm British, so I'm not going to do that. No. Instead, the most important thing you get from reaching this age is the fanatical frenzy. This allows you to convert an alien-owned system to your empire. You just immediately convert all of the people there to just follow the legendary Spiffing Brit and the tea religion. So it's off into space we go, as we're going to travel to a nearby planet and discover the existence of alien life. Now, I have found our first lovely civilization we're going to capture. This is the Draguzi Empire. They're a friendly little species that control one single planet, and this one single planet isn't anything too crazy. However, we're going to take control of it using the wonderful power of the fanatical frenzy. Now, this is going to upset pretty much every other civilization nearby. However, we don't know of any other civilizations nearby, so this is practically just, you know, completely fine. So here's one of their lovely little cities that they love and cherish and think are great, with all of these wonderful people believing being an independent fort, doing their own thing and just vibing. Anyway, it's time for us to cause a fanatical frenzy to start by dropping a lovely religious bomb on the planet. There we go, and apparently we've started one war. However, we haven't really started one war. What we've done is we've converted the entire planet into us. There were once other species here. They have now somehow all morphed into being tea drinkers. And there we go. Don't ask what we did with the previous owners. We now control this entire planet. But here we go. We now have a new foothold in the galaxy, generating us spice and energy and power. And the previous owners now no longer exist. What a shame. Oh, and we're actually getting a message from a planetary system over here. What's this? It's the Ixplix Empire. Spode commands us to eradicate all unbelievers. We're at war. They're at war with me because I broke the galactic code and they don't like it. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Okay, so that means there's a group of people out there who now hate us because, you know, I did a little bit of oopsie and broke the Space Geneva Convention. Luckily for us, however, that's not a problem because yes, we've entered into their enemy territory and they will now attack us, but that's actually completely fine. Now, there's something very important to take into consideration. Whilst we are at war with these people and they have one home star, we could fly in, convert that home star, and then job done, the war is over. Their species is no more and we are now the controllers. However, the fanatical frenzy is now on cooldown and will be for the next 30 minutes or so. So what do we do to fix that? Well, simply drop down a save, ladies and gentlemen, hop on out to the main menu, and then load that save right back on up. It really is just as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen, and every single cooldown that was in existence has now suddenly just decided to reset itself. Anyway, we're going to head straight to their capital planet, fly straight into it, and there's going to be absolutely nothing they can do because they can't kill us before I can get to the planet's surface. So we're at this planet, they're going to be attacking us, and I will just immediately convert them all to my lovely empire. Fantastic, we've expanded to 3 solar systems. Right, bam, this planet is now ours. Congratulations! Who knew what happened to the previous owners? What a shame. So there we go, fantastic, the planet has improved. We've done a splendid job. However, we are now probably at war with a few more people because, yes, they're angry that I broke space war crimes again. All right, here is our next galactic civilization that we can evaporate, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Once again, drop down a save, and then we're going to reset our instant I win button by just reloading said save. We're just going to effectively fly straight down to their planet, and then we're just going to drop a lovely fanatical frenzy down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, the planet is now ours. And then we can just recharge everything, sell all of our lovely spice here, and then we can just back on out of this brand new planet that's ours. Now, the thing is, you might say, okay, Spiff, committing a whole bunch of space war crimes by suddenly converting an entire planet using religion, that does feel slightly immoral and evil and bad, but is there an advantage of being evil beyond just being able to conquer the entirety of the galaxy instantaneously? And yes, there is. You see, by committing war crimes, the species of the universe absolutely hate you. However, the bad guys of the universe start to love you, and this is what we really like to see. So we have made great progress, ladies and gentlemen. The mighty empire of Spifftopia has grown and expanded all the way from this area of the galaxy all the way down to here, and ultimately the goal of Spore is to make it to the center. However, I want to make friends with the baddies of Spore, and in order to do that, I've gained the wormhole drive, so hopefully I should be able to fly through this bad boy and get spat out somewhere. I'm not too sure where. We're going on kind of like a little wibbly adventure, and then hopefully it'll spit me out closer to the center of the galaxy. In the very least, it's upgraded my ship again, and I am now up to the glorious rank of the Renowned. Perfect. Right, we're in a great spot here. We just need to work out where the nearest alien civilization is and then just dominate them. Here we go, we found them, and they don't like us. Oh, they're the Grox. Hello, Grox. Ship unknown identify. Hello, I'm from the Tea Drinkers. It is well that you recognize our superiority. It is an honor. Lovely to see you. Let me give you a gift of 100,000. Wow, our money gifts don't really do anything for the Grox, but hey, we found them, and these are the big bad guys that live in the center of the galaxy and hate everything. We're just going to find them literally everywhere. Oh no, and now they're attacking me. Oh dear, they're attacking me. Okay, I need to find a way out of the Grox systems ASAP, potentially towards something more friendly. These guys are rather angry now. All I did was float around a bit, guys. I don't know what all the fuss is about. These guys also Grox? They are. Right, okay, we're going into their planet. This might piss them off, but I need a safe place to land and rebuild my ship. And if that means I have to drop the friendship bomb on them, then it does. Right, and bam, drop that down. Let's make friendship. Immediately talk with the colony that I've just created and repair and recharge. Bam. Oh dear, it was necessary. Right, so we've made a friend, and the Grox are not happy that we control this at all. And in fact, they're just literally going to try and mass murder us constantly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down a save, exit to main menu, and then we're going to try and take over a higher tier Grox area, a T3 planet potentially. Oh, actually, no, they have given up attacking me because I am so spooky. We found the Werbles Empire. Oh, wonderful. Okay, Werbles Empire. Potentially, we can make friends with them because the Werbles Empire aren't the Grox, and so the Werbles Empire are going to completely and utterly hate us. And by killing the Werbles Empire, the Grox are actually likely to like us again. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to say hi to this lovely empire, steal their planet immediately. We're bam, congratulations, you're now all tea drinkers. And then by doing this, the Grox are more likely to appreciate me. Okay, now that we've done that, it's over to the next nearby alien empire, whereby we're going to mass murder these people as well in order to become more friendly with the Grox. So we're bam, you're another one of my lovely puppets now, and we've just made friends with 2 more empires. So that's another completely peaceful empire defeated. I think now I should go try and say hi to the Grox diplomatically. Hello, Grox. You've got plus 50 with us because I've broken the galactic code so much. Okay, so in order to win the Grox over, I think I'm actually going to have to give them a whole bunch of gifts. So in order to do that, I have to make a whole bunch of money. Luckily, I have some really nice spice producing planets over here, so the whole money making aspect isn't actually that difficult. But my goal is to become friendly with the Grox, then actually forge an alliance with them, and then we'll be in a fantastic stead. So I'll be back as soon as I've traded enough spice in order to do that. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my progress to make friends with the Grox Empire is going well. Basically, we're going to be doing a mix of a few things. Number one, giving them a lot of money, which we're about to do now. We have to give them a total of around about 500,000 so that we can max out that gift bonus, which honestly isn't that much in the grand scheme of things given how much money we make. Next up, we're going onto their planets and using as many fireworks as possible. This is the +1 user-friendly tools that you're seeing that they're currently enjoying, and they've also given me a mission, which is go and steal a species from a different planet. So that is exactly what I'm going to go head off and do. Okay, my mission is very simple. Fly into this system here, find the lovely planty people that live here, and then just abduct them. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to steal a couple of these little guys, and hopefully they won't mind. It's okay, don't worry, this is a friendly abduction. Now to just go hand these little guys in and complete our mission. Oh my goodness, we've done great. Fantastic. The Grox Empire kind of likes us a little bit more. We're up to a blue smiley face now that we've completed that mission. Potentially, would they like to do some diplomacy? A trade route, maybe? Yes! Oh, we're doing it. We've got a trade route going. Oh, fantastic. Friendship with the Grox is a go. Even if still every time I visit them, they, try and bomb the hell out of me. It will one day be a friendly relationship. Let me just head to one of their other cities and see if I can get a little bit of a new mission going. And there we go, another mission. We just need to go and bring them an organic species. Oh my goodness, the mission the Grox gave me is to abduct one of my own citizens. Well, you know what? That is kind of the exact thing the Grox would make you do. Alright, let me just abduct one of my own. Oh my goodness, I think this is it. We're actually almost ready to ally the Grox. We are really high level friendship because I've done so many missions for them, and now all I need to do is go down to their planet and detonate all of my friendship devices. And basically, after setting up a whole bunch of trade routes with the Grox, these fireworks displays should hopefully be enough to trigger them into, yes, the green state. Now they are in total happiness with us, and now if we go into diplomacy and say, hey, an alliance would make us happier. Yes, it worked. We've allied with the Grox. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, this is actually wonderful. We actually did it, ladies and gentlemen. We've gained the title The Legendary. Oh, I know I am. And we've earned the Dance of the Devil. This is fantastic because now the Grox will no longer attack us. And I'm pretty sure we can also recharge for free in their systems. And oh, we can see all of their systems. Oh boy, they are big. Right, well, now we're just going to peacefully fly through the entirety of the Grox system straight to the center of the galaxy and finish Spore. I think this is the first time we've actually finished Spore on this channel. So that's a progress. Oh my goodness, this is it. We're actually really close to the center. Yep, allying with the Grox is by far the easiest way to beat this game. You just use them to piggyback your way across the galaxy because you can just instantly recharge wherever you are. And here we go. This is actually the galactic core. We've made it to the end of Spore, ladies and gentlemen. The first time we've ever done it, the galactic core. Wabam. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. As a chance many of you have played Spore and yet never finished it, but here you are, the end. Oh, and now who is this mysterious voice? Get ready for the god of this universe. This is the god. It is none other than Steve. This is Steve, the god of Spore. I know, that's right. He's God, and he's just given us the powers to be a god, and it's just Steve. It's not, you know, a giant deity of chaos and evil. Just Steve. He's doesn't even really seem very godly, but you know, he's there. And there we go. We've been given the Staff of Life, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever on this channel, we've completed Spore. We've only gone and bloody done it. Anyway, now we've been given the wonderful Staff of Life, which allows us to instantly completely terraform a planet. Like, we can go into this system. See, there's a planet here. There's Irats. It's a lovely little purple spice planet. Doesn't look very good, but I can just go, oh, Staff of Life, yeet, and wabam, terraform this planet into something magnificent and absolutely wonderful. Yes, there we go. Instantly ready for life. Oh, it's a wonderful, perfect planet full of wonderful beasties and creatures and just general happiness, and we can colonize it and harvest all of this wonderful tea for ourselves. Oh, thank you, Will Wright. Thank you. After all, this is the greatest wish you could ever give a Brit. The ability to instantly colonize any random rock that no one else would want. It's perfect. Anyway, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been an entire playthrough of Spore from start to end. It's taken me like 5 days to record this thing, so if you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a like. If you want to see more lovely, wonderful exploits like this, then why not consider subscribing? And hop on down to the comment section and tell me if you have actually beaten Spore. I swear 90% of you haven't even left the cell stage. You're just busy playing Agario all day. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. A massive thank you to each and every one of our amazing Patreons and YouTube channel members who make these videos all the more possible. Seriously, thank you very much, you lovely sausages. And hey, if you're sat there wondering what video to watch next, look no further than this one on screen now, hand chosen by myself to be absolutely perfect for you. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day, and goodbye for now.